Alright, so on Sean O'Malley's podcast from this Monday, one of his regular guests and friend named Schmitty had one of the craziest emotional breakdowns I've seen take place on a podcast in a while. And for this video, instead of just going through each section piece by piece, just watch these clips from the Meltdown that I compiled together, and then I'll give you my thoughts after. Also, this guy Schmitty is 32 years old, just keep that in mind as you watch these.
Daniel, we're up there. Schmitty was up mad at us because we didn't hit him up for the after party, but he didn't even text me. Didn't even send me a text. I'm like, damn, Schmitty doesn't even want to party with the fellas.
I was hoping he'd hit
Do we
me
really
up.
want to do this?
Yes.
I was hoping. Yes.
Why? I literally was
if
like,
we're gonna do this, I'm telling the whole fucking story. Okay.
Please.
And then it was made a big deal all week about
the after party?
Yeah, for the after party. And guess what, Jobins? I don't give a fuck about the after party. The thing that I fucking care about is I want to be with these boys because I'm part of the team. I don't care if it's up in the after room or if it's in the nightclub. And there was a whole bunch of people that were all together, and no one said, "Where's Schmitty?" I was seriously upset.
but
Because
did you
what?
text anybody?
I told two people to make sure to let me know multiple times all week. Sono, right before he walked to us to the arena, I said, "You let me know, even if it's a no, let me know." And no one hit me up. And I'm not gonna, I said I love you to both of you. And I'm not gonna, you just lost the fight. I had no idea what was gonna happen. I'm down. I walked 30 minutes back to the arena where I'm passing the Georgians talking shit. Luckily I had some fans going, wanting to take photos, but that was weird. And then so I don't know what to do. I text both of you guys saying I love you guys. So what could
you didn't text me
I
after the
said
fight?
I love you. After the fight, I'll show right now.
If you'd have said, "Hey, Schmitty, we're at the door," we'd have had someone come
Everyone
grab
knew
you.
I wanted to be there. All I'm trying to say was there was moments where someone could have said, Schmitty, Sono could have said, Schmitty, we're going to be at the room here. I'll come down and get you. Not one fucking thought was made about me. And I fucking made the press conference fucking massive. I fucking went to Marab and Aljo to their face and backed up my shit talk. And I said, fuck you to their face. And their Georgians followed me back to the fucking hotel. I could have got my ass beat. I told you and Bebo. Multiple times I told you and Bebo. Bebo ghost everybody.
Let me ask you this, Schmidt. So in your mind,
I'm waiting.
No,
I'm waiting for a message.
No, I know. In your mind, you think we don't want Schmitty at the after party.
Obviously, and you know how hard it was.
Why would
when
we?
I'm sitting in my room sad because you lost, and then I'm sitting there and I'm going, I don't know what everyone's doing. And
you're not gonna send a text?
And there's the group sluts. The group sluts are there. They're not part of any of this. I told two people multiple times all week.
So it's
Bebo.
So it's our fault that you aren't priority number one.
Not priority number one. I was never about priority number one. I didn't know what to do, and I'm gonna wait. No, it does not. But that's why I made sure that I didn't want them to be bothered
you should
about
have texted
anything.
us. You have our.
And I told two people to make sure to let me know.
But I told you the week of course you can come. So if you would have shot me text, "Hey, I'm at the door."
You told Sono to turn your phone off. It was not about me. I just wanted to see you guys and be with you and see you.
Then.
If you would text us, "Hey, we're at the party." If you text us, "Hey, we're at the door, can you get me in?" We would 100% got you in. If you would have texted me, "Hey, Tim, I'm at the door," we would have.
You think we? If you?
I don't think so.
You think we would have?
I got every friend who texted me said, "Hey, we're at the door," we got him in.
Do you know what else is real funny? The morning is when everybody starts messaging me.
That's because I heard you were pissed, and I'm like, why didn't you text us?
I wasn't pissed. I was sad.
I was pissed that you weren't there.
Don't turn it around and make it look like it's about me because it's not. I'm sad because it was like all these guys are up there and no one said, "Hey, where's Schmitty?" Text message them. That's the point. If I
was surprised Schmitty's not at the club. I was surprised.
I thought the thought would come. And I didn't want to do this on the pod because this shit ain't about me.
No, they could have came in too. That's what I'm tripping about.
Such a big deal about the fucking party, son. I'm just going. I was just.
This would be different if you text me and said, "Hey," or Tim and said, "I'm at the club." It would have been different if you would have texted us and we didn't reply. You literally didn't text us
because I didn't know.
I understand you didn't.
I knew it was going to somehow be turned around on me, and that's even shittier.
No.
But can you agree at all?
You don't agree that you should have texted us?
But you can't take any ownership. Said, "Hey, I should have said, hey, I'm at the club." It would have been no question. We're going to get Schmidt.
You just said 40 people were messaging you,
and we got them all in.
Tough.
Yep.
Why didn't you message?
Everyone who texted me to come in, I got them all in.
It was made such a big deal all week. I told two people
but not me and Tim.
And I said, let me, because why do we keep going in a full circle? I did not want to put
I understand that.
I don't want to put anything on you guys. I'm not trying to bother anybody.
You wouldn't bother us. You're our friend. You're our best friend. You're here at the pod the day after the fight.
A simple "Hey Schmidt." That's all I'm asking.
Dude,
there was a simple "Hey
do you
Schmidt"
think
from the two people
Michael?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, he must be with all the boys and not want to ditch the boys.
But can you at least just see from our perspective? Listen. You're with a group of. I'm not saying you're with a group of people you can't come with. I'm saying you're with a group of people. I thought you guys were partying, doing your own thing.
I made it
How
clear
was I
about
supposed
that.
to know? How was I supposed to know?
I wasn't gonna bother you about anything.
I know. But
I let others who should. If I'm in the two people's shoes, and my buddy's worried about getting in, and he's telling me, hey, let me know. As soon as the fight's over and we're back up in the room, like, hey, we're back up in the room. Come meet us here, and I'll come down and get you. That easy, Jobins. All I wanted was the text, like I asked from two people.
At 3 a.m., you wanted to text and hey, we'll come to the room. Why didn't you text us when you were out?
Put yourself in my shoes, though. You want me to walk up to Sean right in the hotel room after the loss and be like, hey.
I didn't want to.
I had other things on my mind where you didn't text me at all either. You told me.
Okay, I'll try to see your perspective. From my perspective, for you to think we didn't want you there is fucking insane.
But you can understand how I felt that way.
I'm trying to, but I literally, if you would have texted me and said, yo, can I come? Yo, where you at? And I didn't text you back. I know you texted me literally right after the fight. Love you, champ. I had a lot of texts. I didn't see that. If you would have texted me where you at or anything, I would have saw that.
Me too.
And I would have invited you 100%.
Well, I see how you feel that way, and I'm sorry that I didn't message you. I should have. Because after the morning, I'm like, I should have just messaged him. That was my thought.
All right, well then, next time now you know. Hey, just message. Just shoot us a text.
Dude, I honestly don't even know where I want to begin with this one, so I'll actually start this off by saying that the feeling like your friends aren't including you in something is not a good feeling, and at the very least, I can empathize with Schmitty there. I also feel like Sean really shouldn't have brought this topic up on the podcast, especially as callously as he did it, but damn it, I'm glad that he did, because if he didn't, then this gold standard meltdown would have never been immortalized to the internet. Now, with all this out of the way, I think we might be all able to agree here that even though Schmitty repeatedly says that this isn't about him, it's very clearly about him. Like, his feelings got hurt because he feels like his friends ditched him or whatever, and the fact that he somehow tries to make it seem like the source of his anger doesn't have anything to do with him feeling like he was wronged is some grade A copium. I love the part where he hammers down that this isn't about him, only to immediately follow this up by saying how he felt like he was singled out to be excluded.
Pissed. I was sad.
I was pissed that you weren't there.
Don't turn it around and make it look like it's about me, because it's not. I'm sad because it was like all these guys are up there and no one said, hey, where's Schmitty? Text message him. That's the point.
And with that being said, why did this guy just not reach out to Sean or Tim or any of the other friends he knew would be at the party? Apparently this guy is a very close friend of Sean. It seems like based on his Instagram they hang out a lot, and he's also a regular on-air personality on Sean's podcast. Like, they clearly have a very good relationship together. Who knows? Schmitty might even bang Sean's wife from time to time. Like, I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around why this guy chose to mope around in his hotel room the entire night instead of just simply texting his friends asking what the plans are. I'm not gonna lie, Schmitty reminds me of a girl that I used to date where I always felt like she expected me to know exactly what she was thinking or how she was feeling without ever letting me know what was going on. And then when I did or didn't do something that bothered her, she would just silently suffer without ever trying to resolve what the issue was. I dated this girl when I was 20 years old, and she was also 20 years old. Schmitty over here, on the other hand, is a 32-year-old man. Anyways, at the risk of sounding like an armchair psychologist, I wonder if this Schmitty guy is one of those people who secretly thinks that all of his friends secretly dislike him, and he let this situation happen so that he could validate those thoughts. Because I really can't think of a rational explanation for not just simply sending a text to Sean or Tim to let him know what the group was doing. It's such a simple solution to such a simple problem, and before I go any further, I'll give credit to Sean and Tim for handling this guy's emotional breakdown way better and with way more understanding than I would have. They both kept a very level head, and I love how they just repeatedly ask him why he didn't just send them a text, because that in and of itself is the crux of his own outrage. And Schmitty repeatedly gets upset with Sean and Tim throughout these clips, but it's like, dude, they're not responsible for you having fun while you're in Las Vegas. Again, they can't read Schmitty's mind or anything, so why is it on them and not him? In fact, one of my favorite moments from this conversation is when Tim says that if Schmitty texted him, he would have come out and got him, and then Schmitty immediately replies, I don't think so.
If you would have texted me, hey Tim, I'm at the door, we would have.
You think we? If you
I don't think so.
You think we would have?
I got every friend who texted me said, hey, we're at the door, we got him in.
Like, dude, what the fuck? This guy was so seriously that in his feelings where he didn't even want to believe that Tim was willing to help him if he was asked to. Schmitty strikes me as a bit of a victim, and I really don't understand why he couldn't just accept the fact that it was his fault for not being more proactive. I mean, seriously, this clip right here sums up Schmitty's weird victim mentality about this entire situation.
This would be different if you text me and said, hey, or Tim and said I'm at the club. It would have been different if you would have texted us and we didn't reply. You literally didn't text us.
Because I didn't know.
I understand you didn't.
I knew it was going to somehow be turned around on me, and that's even shittier.
No.
Can you agree at all?
You don't agree that you should have texted us?
Like, what do you mean you knew this would get turned around on you? Of course it is. It's your own fault, bro. As Tim says in the same clip, why can't he take any ownership or accountability for his own lack of action? I also think that in this clip in particular, Sean and Tim do a really good job at very simply explaining how Schmitty's unhappiness that night could have been avoided, but they just can't get through to him. Regardless, I'm glad the guys were ultimately able to squash the beef, and I'm even more glad that by the end, Schmitty was able to at least admit that he should have texted the guys that night and asked what was going on. This Schmitty guy is really something else, man. He strikes me as a little bit of a liability, and I probably wouldn't want him walking around with my squad if I were a famous fighter. But hey, I don't want to straight up call this guy a man-child or anything, because that seems a little bit too mean, so I'll just say that the phrase man-child definitely comes to mind when I watch him have his little emotional breakdown. I will also say that I do get the feeling that Sean and Tim actually seem like they know how to be good friends, because they did a pretty good job at not escalating the situation while also asserting why they didn't do anything wrong. But listening to Sean and Tim talk to this guy is so funny to me. It seriously sounds like two married dads trying to calm down their 9-year-old adopted son who's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of a Walmart. Anyways, that's the video for today. Definitely let me know about your thoughts on this 32-year-old man Schmitty having his emotional meltdown on the podcast. Is this an extremely strange moment to you guys like it is for me that makes you question the friends that Sean keeps around him, or do you think it's just bros being bros at the end of the day? As always, if you liked the video, then like the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.